So yeah, man, it's basically over now. The Denver Nuggets have won Game 4 of the NBA Finals. They're up 3-1 after tonight's victory of 108-95 against the Miami Heat, off of an amazing Aaron Gordon game and a Bruce Brown game. Let's talk about it. So after the amazing Game 3 performance by Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, where they each had a 30-point triple-double, they both had a much more chill game today. Obviously, in that last game, they played like as many minutes as possible. I believe they both had like at least 44 minutes or something like that. They were the main offense of the Denver Nuggets in that game, alongside a Christian Brown performance that was really impressive as well. But tonight, both of them were a lot more chill, not very efficient. Jamal Murray only 29%, 5 of 17. Jokic 8 of 19, 42%. Jokic with 23 points, 11 rebounds, only 4 assists, which is tied for the lowest that he's had in this series. But Jamal tonight, 15 points and 12 assists, no turnovers. First player in NBA history with his first 4 finals game with 10 assists in each game. So that was really impressive. But tonight's game, God, Aaron Gordon with 27 big points, super efficient, 11 of 15. He hit 3 threes, which I believe he's barely attempted any threes in this series. He's been living at the rim, which, that's his strong suit. But the fact that he gave you 3 threes, alongside being able to bully his way to the basket, get dunks, couple alley-oops. He bullied Gabe Vincent into an and one. Amazing game from him. All-time playoff game for him. 27 points. Incredible game defensively in this entire playoff run and this series. He's been great defensively, and he finally had his time to shine tonight offensively. Alongside him, Bruce Brown with 21 big points, including 11 points in the fourth quarter. He also hit 3 threes. He hit that nasty reverse layup off the Jokic screen in the fourth quarter. And then after the game was already kind of basically done, he just had an ISO at the top of the key. Tween, in between the legs. Bang. Big 3. The game was already over, but the fact that he got that possession and attempted that 3 and hit it was hilarious, and it was great to watch. He's just been... Bruce Brown is just a great NBA player. He just knows his role defensively, offensively. He doesn't do too much. And he can just burst out with performances like this. Great win for the Denver Nuggets to put them up 3-1. KCP had a pretty good game. He only hit 2 threes, only 7 points. But defensively, he had like 2 back-to-back possessions against Jimmy and against Bam, where he basically... he didn't block them or anything, but he contested those shots really well. And, Michael Porter Jr. in this game had a rough start to this game. He missed a lot of really easy layups, 3 layups. 2, in the first 2 possessions of the game, it felt like he missed right at the rim. Really tough to watch in the first half. Anytime he got the ball, he looked very indecisive. He started attacking the rim more, which is not his strongest suit. He wasn't really looking to take his jump shots. And he didn't make a 3 tonight, but he did end up 4 for 10 with 11 points. Still, he didn't let up. He got to the free throw line as well a bit. And yeah, the Nuggets played a great game, 50% from 3, 34 rebounds, 26 assists, only 6 turnovers, which, obviously a great game from that. And, now they go up 3-1, going back to Denver. I think it's basically over. I really think that they will win Game 5 in Denver, with a chance to win the NBA Finals on your home court. First time ever in history. You got to take that chance. And I think Miami's going to come out with some vengeance and try really hard in Game 5. But I think the Nuggets put themselves in great position, winning both games in Miami. They just... they have the momentum, and they have to seize this opportunity and win this game at home. Miami this game, disappointing loss, obviously. Max Strus, another stinker, 0 points. Gabe Vincent, big stinker, 1 of 6, only 2 points. Bam Adebayo with 20 points, 11 rebounds, but he shot 8 of 19. He also had 7 turnovers, which was shocking after the game. I didn't realize he had that many. He had a couple of bad passes and whatnot, but I didn't know it was 7. 7 turnovers. The Heat overall had 14 turnovers. They had like 5 turnovers like in the first half of the first quarter, which in the last game, they only had 4 turnovers over in the entire game. So the fact that they ended tonight with 14 was really rough. Jimmy with 25 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 9 out of 17. I mean, it was a fine game, I guess. In the first quarter, he had some big buckets. He had that 3 to end the quarter. But I just haven't really seen a Jimmy Butler game. Like, it's been a long time now. Since, like, early in the Celtics series. I think since, like, game 2 of the Celtics series. That was like the last true Jimmy Butler game. Ever since then, he's had decent games, good enough games. He just hasn't been super aggressive. When he drives, he doesn't look to score as much, or like he attempts it, but then he just always passes it out. His impact, I just feel, is not there enough. And I mean, the Heat are down 3-1. The only team that's ever accomplished a 3-1 comeback in the finals had LeBron on their team, and Jimmy is not LeBron, but Jimmy in the first round against the Bucks was LeBron caliber in terms of scoring and just taking over and everything. And I guess the only way that the Heat could have a chance to come back is if he reverts back to Bucks series Jimmy, where he was insane. But at this point, there's been more games where he's been just okay, just good, versus elite playoff Jimmy Butler. So yeah, I mean, disappointing to see for the Heat. They needed a big game from Jimmy, I think, and from their shooters. Like, you can't have Max Strus 0 points, you can't have Gabe Vincent 2 points, you can't only make 8 threes as a team, you can't shoot 32% from 3 as a team, because with the Heat, in their victories in this playoff run, they've shot 48% from 3. Like, they rely heavily on it. They rely, because most of their undrafted players, Vincent, Strus, Martin, Duncan Robinson, those guys, a lot of their shots, or most of them, are the threes. When they're not making them, it's tough. It's tough to get production outside of that from them. Especially when they give you less than nothing with those two guys. Duncan Robinson with 12 points, hit some shots. Kyle Lowry and Kevin Love felt like the most impactful players tonight. Kyle Lowry had that transition 3. He had that nice pass to Bam for a dunk at the end of the first half where they went on a run. Kevin Love made 3 threes. He had that drive in the lane, which was surprising to see. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, overall, I mean, Caleb Martin had 11 points on 12 shots. You know, they just couldn't pull it out tonight. The turnovers, the lack of threes. Like I said, in the games that they win, they shoot 48% from 3. In the games that they lose, they shoot around this percentage, a very low 30s. They shot 32% tonight. And yeah, there was, I mean, overall, this game was relatively close for most of it. The Heat went on a few runs. It felt like Denver was always in control. They were always in the lead, but never more than 10. It felt like the largest lead that the Nuggets had in this game was 13 until the end of the game. The Heat were always there. They went on a few runs, bring it down to 4, but they never really got the lead back. They never really had that big momentum. However, in the fourth quarter, Jokic picked up his 5th foul, which was kind of a BS foul. It was I don't think it was that big of a deal. But he picked up his 5th foul, and he sat down for 5 entire minutes in the fourth quarter. The Denver Nuggets were up 10 points. When Jokic came back after those 5 minutes, the Denver Nuggets were still up 9 points. And there was a moment there that the Heat could have started something, because Jamal Murray got blocked by Bam. Then down the floor, Jimmy Butler put his body into Murray, got an and one. Then he made another jump shot, got it down to 4 points. And it was like, okay, the Heat have the momentum. Jokic is out. this is their time. They have to go on the run right now. Jimmy has to start producing. They have to hit some threes. Some offense has to be done because the Heat, their offense, 95 points is not enough. And they just couldn't do it. Murray hit a crazy big three to extend the lead again. Defensively, the Heat after that point were kind of just shut down by the likes of KCP and Aaron Gordon. And then Aaron Gordon, he had a really nice alley-oop touch pass thing from Jokic where he just kind of got the ball from Jokic in an alley-oop and then just like tipped it in. That was really nice. And then, yeah, Bruce Brown had his stuff near the end of the fourth quarter. And yeah, game was over from there. Looking to a game 5, like I said, I think this is the Nuggets' chance. I don't see the Miami Heat coming back from this unless Jimmy starts hitting 50 points, but he hasn't done that in weeks, it feels like. And yeah, I think the series is over. Congrats to the Nuggets. It's going to be very cool when they win on their home court. And if the Heat come back from this, then I just sound like a total idiot right now. But I really, truly believe that Denver is about to win their first NBA championship this Monday night. Thank you for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell as well. See you guys for the next game reaction.